Let's open it up here. All right, full throttle, 60, 70. Woo, yeah, okay. She'll go. All right, friends, we are back here at Tampa Triumph. My good friends are letting me take out this sick Indian Scout bobber. Now, the only other Indian I've ridden is the Indian FTR. So this one has a big honkin' American V-twin, just like the FTR. That's the Indian and Harley thing. It's got forward controls. I think it's running a little over 100 horsepower. Wow, it's got a really low seat height on here. Let's fire it up and see what she's got. Gotta turn the little key on. Got a simple little gauge cluster here, some basic info. Let's see here. Oh, soft and smooth. Ooh, she purrs like a little kitten. So it's got a tack, digital gear selector, gas gauge dummy light, engine light, turn signal. I don't see ride modes or anything. So let's see here. Just getting the lay of the land here. Good old forward controls. So yeah, this thing has, like I said, about a little over 100 horsepower, and I think I read 82 foot-pounds of torque. So, you know, she probably has a little get up and go. Let's get her out here and see. All right, she jumps right out in traffic, no problem. Yeah. So it's got quite a stretch on the handlebars. And the seat feels quite small to me. But we'll see how that changes. The more you ride it, the more the feel of the seat changes. So you kind of work yourself in there. Let's take a turn here and get out of this traffic. The clutch is quite heavy, but it feels good. It's a nice feeling clutch. Let's open it up here. All right, full throttle, 60, 70. Woo, yeah, okay. She'll go. She may not be the fastest thing on the planet, but you can definitely feel that 82 foot-pounds of torque. She moves you without scaring you to death. A lot of people use this bike as a first bike. One reason is it's got a very low seat height, so it's got a low center of gravity. A lot of bikes that are taller are very intimidating for new riders. So this is very approachable, very easy to ride, even though, like I've said before, I wouldn't recommend a new rider use forward controls. But if you want to, that's your prerogative. The brakes feel nice. They're nice and stiff without being grabby. They're very smooth. The transmission shifts are very smooth. No big clunks or anything. Well, I like it. I like the riding position. I like the stretched handlebars here. Well, I should say the stretch of my arm. It feels muscular, aggressive. The engine is quite quiet, but it's got a throaty little growl to it without being obnoxious. That low center of gravity gives it a very nice balance. You feel very connected to it. Let's see how stiff the suspension is. I always like to test it over these railroad tracks here. Nice. I'm impressed. It was smooth, but at the same time, you get that feedback. You're getting that feeling of the bumps. It's got nice dampening and rebound. Full throttle roll. Yeah. If you hold it, she'll deliver. It's definitely, I wouldn't consider it slow. I think it's right on par for 100 horsepower and 82 foot-pounds. It's a hot one today here, folks. We're down in Tampa, Florida, and it is humid and hot, probably around 34 Celsius with like 85% humidity. You can feel it. One thing I noticed about this bike, though, how long have I been on it? 3 minutes now. It is so easy to ride. I can see why people like this as a first bike choice, because you just jump on it and go. Now, again, I'm used to forward controls. If you're not used to forward controls, it's going to be a little bit of a learning curve for you. I like the way the clutch feels. I like the way the brakes feel. It's a nice take-up engagement on the clutch too. It's very soft. It's very easy to get going. It's not like an instant engagement where you're prone to stalling. It's got a nice smooth engagement, so it's easy to get rolling. Again, that helps, you know, with new riders, so you're not sitting there stalling the bike at stoplights all the time. It's a nice little cruiser. I'm just putting around here on the back roads. This one has a little bag on it that you could put some little thing in there if you had to. You could put bigger bags on it. I could go for a longer cruise on this bike. Although without the windscreen, you know, you've got that typical wind in the chest situation, but just deal with it, right? It's not that big a deal. Now, this bike is very similar to the Harley Davidson Sportster S that I rode. It's got that big profile front tire, big fat front tire, and the V-twin. It reminds me a lot of that Sportster S. Although this feels more tame to me. Now, of course, the Sportster S has more horsepower. I think 120 on that guy. And this one is a little over 100. This definitely feels a little bit more tuned to just a softer, more relaxed ride. And of course that Sportster S has that rock hard suspension. It's got this satin finish tank and the Indian logo. I like the way the Indian logo looks on this tank. It's tough. It's cool looking. The seat is quite hard. There's really not a lot of give to it, and it's got a little bucket shape to it, so the back of it is very stiff and kind of, you have this little ridge that you sit on or up against. It feels a little weird. It's a basic bike. This one doesn't have cruise control, ride modes. You know, it's simple and basic. You're not going to get overwhelmed with all the gadgetry on it. 2 wheels and an engine and a seat and some handlebars. What more do you need? especially if you're just, you know, going for an afternoon cruise, going out for dinner, going for coffee, what have you, going to a little bike night. It'd be a great second bike. It'd be a great first bike for someone who wants something very approachable and easy to ride. Maybe if your wife wants to get into riding, I think this would definitely be high on the list of bikes to consider. One reason is it's just so darn low. I think the seat is practically, it's like 2 inches above my knee, literally. A V-twin is nice. I think it's 1200, 1250, something like that. It's very smooth. It's got a nice little lope here at idle. I'm sure you could put an aggressive exhaust on there to give it a little bit more attitude. See how she feels here at, like, here's 65, there's 70, and I'm getting pulled back a lot by the wind. I don't know if I'd want to do a whole lot more for any length of time. I'm sure 80 would be a little annoying for an hour or two, but 70's manageable. I'm really impressed with the brakes. Very smooth. Everything feels very good quality. Like, it's just like nicely made. The switch gear, all the buttons, the turn signals, everything feels nicely made, heavy duty. You know, when you have a reputation like this where you're competing against Harley Davidson, you better make sure that your build quality meets the expectations of your customer, right? Or you're not going to last too long. Especially not in this demographic. So well balanced. You can easily come to a stop without putting your feet down. That torque, you know, anything from like 20 miles an hour to 50, it's just effortless. That was a big bump, but it took it nice. It took it good. So I have to say, I'm pleasantly surprised at how much I enjoy riding this. Nothing on this bike is jumping out at me as being annoying or irritating. The seat could be a little better, you know, but now I'm getting into nitpicking. Everything's fine. It's a simple bike, right? The throttle feels good. The engine response is nice. I don't know how long I'd like this forward stretch of the arms. I do feel it kind of pulling my back down a little bit. It's kind of you kind of get that slouched, hunched over thing going on there. I like it. I would recommend it. You definitely have to put it on your list if you're looking for cruisers that are inexpensive. This one's used, slightly used, and it's for sale at Tampa Triumph. You can look at their website and find out all the pricing on it. They will ship it anywhere in the lower 48. It's a great bike. I think you would highly enjoy it. Hey there, buddy. Kids love motorcycles. Don't let your babies grow up to be bikers. Is that how that song goes? Whew, I'm in some thick traffic here. And it is hot. So I think I will end it off here. A simple demo ride for a simple bike, but a very cool bike. I like the styling. It's very American. V-twin, baby. Got that Indian heritage. It's well made. It's well balanced. Good performer. How can you go wrong? So a big shout out to Tampa Triumph for letting me jump on this bike here for a quick little demo. And we'll see you next time on M is for Motorcycle. See you guys.